It's time to kick it up a notch. Are you ready? Let's get ready to draw. 3, 2, 1, go. Excellent. Nice moves. You got it. Try again. Go for it. Welcome to another fantastic episode of Just Drawing. There's a dramatic pause there. Hope you guys don't mind. So without further ado, let's get on with the show. I'm gonna go back and read what you guys have been requesting so far. Oh, look at this. I made an actual list this time. Alucard with Integra, like the car. And then I'll write who requested that too. Why not? A little Nas Simp. Anonymous asks for Draco Malfoy and Joffrey Baratheon arguing. Okay, Buzztunes asks for a little Snorlax and Torterra holding hands. Wouldn't a little Snorlax be like a Munchlax?
You're a fucking nerd. You're a fucking nerd.
And then Randy Jade from Dial Town, another Dial Town thing. Is this another person with a phone head or something? Can you draw a witch holding cheerleading pom-poms? Okay. I request a fluffy cat, mostly white and with big gray splotches, if that's okay. 2 goblins making out in Remy's honor. I think that would brighten his day. Oh, why the fuck not?
I say you could kiss me.
I was carried away.
I wasn't.
Before we start, you might be able to see in the view right here, somewhere in the frame where I am, there's a certain fan art from one $4.99 chicken strip basket meal. Let me zoom the camera in. We can get a glimpse. Oh, hey everybody. I need to get up. Look at that up there. Our first addition to the fan art wall. Let's hold on a minute. Let's get serious here. This might break everything, but we're going off script. Whoop. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Okay, even closer. Oh, there's so many cables. I'm trying not to. Oh, shit. Oh no. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're getting closer. Oh, son of a bitch. So that's the first of hopefully many fan art submissions and a bunch of other shitty artwork, whatever. We got a peanut M&M there too. He's just hanging out.
With a new chocolate bunch, peanut butter with a crunch.
What a bright squad. They're smart, too.
Peanut butter goes marching along.
How's it going? Hello, welcome back to my show. I'm going to draw things for you. We are 20 minutes in and I haven't drawn a single goddamn thing. Just drawing more like just procrastinating. This stream sponsored by Coca-Cola.
A Coke and a smile makes me feel good, makes me feel nice.
We're starting with Alucard. Oh god, this is probably anime. I'm not great at drawing anime. I'm assuming it is. The all-new 2024 Nissan Integra. A car that'll get you places and fight vampires for you. Available in Coffin Gray, Vampire Red, and Blue. Normal Blue. So we got these two chaps. Did these two guys fight side by side? I want to make this hard for myself and just kind of up angle here. Oh god, that was creepy. Should I make another Commander and Finley fan comic? You fucking know my answer before you even wrote that question. $4.99. Okay? I don't want to hear anything from you. I got very upset. You keep making them, I'll keep printing them out and putting them up there. I will never get tired of people drawing my characters. That is so cool. And it's great for my ego too, let me tell you. Anime hair where it just goes like that is crazy. Such luscious flowing hair. Looks a bit stoned. Yeah, it's like, what's up man? I'm just chilling. Make it a little more smug. I'm assuming that's what this character's all about. Being smug. His hair needs to be even more fucking wild. Looks like some kind of weird version of John Lennon. As a drawing tip, always include eyebrows when you're drawing characters because humans have eyebrows. It helps make them not look like monsters. You step away from a live stream for 2 minutes and life's just over, you know? What the fuck am I talking about? Got really dark. Sometimes you walk away from a live stream and your life just ends. His hair is actually very tidy, so. And then he's got like the most elaborate necktie and collar in human history. That's great. It's time to kick it up a notch. Are you ready? Let's get ready to draw. 3, 2, 1, go. Excellent. Nice moves. You got it. Try again. Go for it. Yeah, bop it. Smack it. Kill it. All right, gotta move on for these guys.
Hey! Wanna play Bop It?
Cool.
It commands you obey. Bop it. Twist it.
Okay, Okay, what's next on the list? We got Draco Malfoy and Jeffrey Barthin. Nice drawing, Potter. Joffrey, is that a Game of Thrones or something thing? I think we might have mouse activity. I can't tell. Keep watching the mouse cam. I think there's... Oh, someone's moving there. Oh, we got mice. The mice are definitely in, guys. Sweet Jesus. May God have mercy on our souls. This guy's got a face on him. Man, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's get these shapes put in here. Ah, yes. Good thing I left plenty of space to draw behind all these photos here. That's fun. Sometimes you gotta wrestle with the drawings. They're wild animals. They're more afraid of them. What? Wait, take two. They're more afraid of us than we are of them. So gotta really earn their trust first, and then once they let their guard down, then you can. I feel like he would do something like, "I am the ruler of all the Game of Thrones. Good luck defeating me with your little wand."
Very amusing.
Oh god, this guy's armor is like crazy. Toys in the attic. I am crazy.
Crazy. Toys in the attic. I am crazy.
I'm gonna come back to this one. I don't know. It still has lots of room for improvement. His face, I apologize. Okay, that is not my my best work. Let's move on for now. Hell yeah, it's time to draw some Pokemon. Pokemon are from the draw because they're basically circles, especially Snorlax, the most circly of all Pokemon. So these two are holding hands. How the fuck? How is Torterra gonna hold hands with? Did I read that right? Holding hands. Okay. Man, as a kid, I played so much Pokemon. It's like not even funny. I'm 8 years old, and this is the most important thing in the history of time. My first ever Pokemon game was Leaf Green on the Game Boy Advance. I played that game so much that when I would beat the Elite Four, I'd beat the game, and it's like I guess, for a kid, it's like over 100 hours of Pokemon playing to get to that point to actually beat the game. And I would just restart it, start from scratch, this time I'll do a different starter, and then play it again. That was like the only game I owned at that point. In the beginning of the game, you get to choose your starter, like Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, and each Pokemon has their own personality that will affect their stats and all that stuff. And I would restart the game, and I would write down, I would pick the Charmander this time, and it has a adamant nature, which means it's got a +2 attack, whatever. But I didn't realize that every time you reset the game, it randomizes all those stats again. So I was restarting the game thinking I gotta, well, maybe I just got it wrong, and I gotta write down these stats again. How many possible combinations can there be, or something? And then I realized, it's infinite. I stopped doing that. Played the game like normal. Snorlax is actually confusing me. I've only seen him from the front. Oh, my favorite starter and her Pokemon in general, man. Let me tell you in a song. I just start Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, man. Well, when I was a kid, between the 3 starters, I would always go with Charmander, which I'm pretty sure is the fan favorite. Man, favorite Pokemon in general. There's a lot of designs in Gen 5 that I like a lot. And I feel like people, by that I mean the internet, doesn't like a lot of Gen 5 designs or something. I don't know. In the first generation, there's a pile of sludge called Slimer.
Disgusting blob.
And it evolves in the muck, which is a bigger pile of slime. There's all sorts of shitty designs in the first generation, or really any. I don't know. I like Larvitar a whole lot. I like Grafty, or no, it's pre-evolution. It's Craggy. I haven't really played anything past Sun and Moon, but I think it's in the most recent Pokemon. There's a Pokemon called Phalanx. It's individual Pokemon that work as a team. They have a leader. It's a line of these little small Pokemon, bunch of little tiny balls. I like that design a lot. It's very clever. I think my favorites are the Pokemon that are really weird. I don't give a shit about the cat or dog ones, because cats and dogs, come on, that's not that interesting. I think in X and Y there's one called a Klefki, and it's basically a ghost or something. It's a sentient pair of keys, and it's great. It's so fun. I'd rather have more of that than just it's another dog thing. Oh god, I have to start Torterra now. The fire channel. Oh yeah, you mean Chandelure? It's great. I like those kind of Pokemon a lot. Platinum was probably the one I put the most time into. I feel like I almost reached the 999 hours limit on that one. I think there was an entire summer where I just fucking put so much time into that one. Not sure how Torterra's head is shaped from all these different angles. I have to draw the tree. Trees I find them kind of fun to draw, actually. Just kind of lightly add a bunch of to it. I just have to make a turnaround for this character. How do I draw two characters shaking hands with completely different hand anatomy without having a nervous breakdown? How about like this? I guess they're kind of doing like that or something. What if I cheat and put this spike up here? How about that? Ever think of that, Pokemans? Didn't think so. Big old boulder toes. He's got boulder toes. I got a bad case of boulder toe. All right, that's not too awful.
Athlete's foot, jock itch, psoriasis, ringworm, scalp itch, stops corn and callus growth fast, winter itch, dry cracked feet. The original. Ask for it.
It's time for a groove break. Four minutes before death, variation. You guys like my dance? All right, next up is Randy Jade from Dial Town. What in the sweet Christ is that? This guy has a Nokia for a face and there's a piece of paper on the phone that says "fuck face." Hey, it's Randy Jade. I drew a coffin for this guy's head. What am I doing? Okay, let's draw the fuck face sticker. I'm not fucking around. It's like a band-aid or something. Okay, so this looks like someone photoshopped. I know for a fact this isn't a real creature, a real phone humanoid, but someone photoshopped the face right onto this picture of a guy. Does the side look like this? Or is it like a human head, like a mask kind of thing? Randy lives in the dumpster behind Bunny's Burgers and works as a swan wrangler for Dial Town Animal Control. Taken straight from the wiki. No human head, just neck. So is Dial Town a video game, as the kids call them? That is all the detail I'm willing to put into that phone, except for these little dots that don't really matter at all. So he's a fucking swan wrangler. Oh, it's like literally a phone dating simulator, I guess is what you're saying. I'm guessing you call them up and they're like, "What's up? Let me answer myself, because I'm a phone." Randy Jade from Dial Town. Keep wanting to say dial tone, but that's the pun they're trying to make, so I respect it. They're just walking around respecting their jobs before you show up and ruin everything. You play as the phone Gingy, and you want to lay your eggs. You need to get into the fair. That's where the dating comes in. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you for clearing that up, ROG. I now have no more questions. You're a phone, you need to lay your eggs, and you need to get into the fair. Oh, story of my life. It costs $2, but you're pro. That's really like old school adventure game. I played the Secret of Monkey Island, like the original one, a few weeks back, and there's a lot of like really ridiculous premises, like, oh, you need to sneak into this place, or you need to get into this house, but there's a guard in the way. And any other game you'd like just fucking sneak around or kill the guard or whatever. But in lots of LucasArts games, it'd be like, well, you have to pick up the can of spaghetti and then trade that for like a flamethrower, and then use the flamethrower to burn down a tree, and then use that charcoal to draw a picture of a mustache, and then you put the mustache on yourself and you disguise yourself as whatever, some elaborate way to just sneak into this house or whatever it is, you know. I like that kind of. I need to get into this fair, but it costs me $2. What am I gonna do? I have to lay my eggs. What the fuck?
Ragu spaghetti sauce. That's Italian.
Let's do a fluffy cat. I'm Mr. Meowser, fluffiest cat who ever done lived. You can tell how fluffy I am by the amount of fluff on my body. I actually hold the Guinness World Record for fluffiest cat. Don't believe me? Check the record book. It's alright, I'll wait. Oh man, it almost looks like standing upright. Like these are its shoulders and its just arms. Oh no, I don't like that at all. That's scary. I come from a long line of fluffy cats. We train night and day to be the fluffiest cats of them all, but alas, people just don't want fluffy cats no more. I think it might be confusing fluffy with fat. Oh yeah, that's a fluffy cat there. I do declare I am the fluffiest cat in all of West Mississippi. I can assure you it is no small feat to be as fluffy as yours truly. I'm but a humble fluffy cat. Let's give them eyebrows. Why the hell not? Always include eyebrows when you're drawing characters. What is nah. Alright, there is a Fluffy cat. It's Fluffy's cat and not even West Mississippi anymore. Fluffy's cat in all of Mississippi. What kind of weird Garfield knockoff?
Almost ready! Yummy, yummy. Doesn't that look good? Nice kitty. Uh-oh.
I can do the witch cheerleader pom-poms because I've already designed a witch character, so I'll just use her. I'll add some extra pumpkins in there too, why not? And everything else here, that requires some thinking, and I'm a bit low on brain power. You draw pom-poms. How does one hold pom-poms? Are they just like, you just kind of grab them? I don't know, maybe the ones they use for like actual cheerleading have like a handle or something, but I've never actually like considered how you hold on to them. Just grab a fistful of the fluff. Oh god, I've forgotten how to, yeah, it's like, okay. It's been a goddamn month and I can't remember how to draw like one of the characters. It's fucking animated. It's like I purged that from my brain. Got pom-pom here, pom-pom there, everywhere, and everywhere the pom-pom.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
And then over here it's gonna be a pumpkin. This pumpkin's like, oh, it's a round thing like me. Alright, this pom-pom still. And this hat, and everything. If I could stall for just a little longer, I might be able to finish it on stream still. You want me to stall for 9? Well, I can stall. In fact, I think it might be time for a... That's right, everybody. It's time for yet another space update. Did you enjoy my little space update bumper there? I like making that one. This was an interview with a retired NASA food scientist. She worked at NASA for like the entirety of the shuttle program, but she was in charge of overseeing all the food that the astronauts, would be eating on their missions to space. She talked about when the shuttle would launch, it would only be up in space for like a couple weeks, maybe usually just less than a week. So, and there were only like a handful, like half a dozen astronauts, so everyone could order their own individual food. They could request their favorites, and that was really important for people had different dietary restrictions or whatever. But then when it came to the ISS, the International Space Station, a new crew would be sent up every 6 months, and it was becoming so much of a hassle to plan out 6 months of individual food orders, both from her team's point of view, having to manage all that, and then for the astronauts to have to sit there and figure out what they're going to eat every day, and like, okay, do I want mac and cheese on Tuesday, November 8th, or doing that for every day that they're up there for like half a year. So at that point, they changed it to just like, listen, we'll just throw a bunch of different food up there and you guys just pick what you want, mix and match stuff. And so because of that, it became like a situation kind of like in the army where they have MREs. Soldiers will like trade around different foods that they prefer or whatever. That's what happened up on the ISS. And with the Russians, the cosmonauts would have their own food from Russia. They would trade food between those astronauts and the cosmonauts. Another interesting thing is they can't use regular salt and pepper in space because it's grains of sand practically, and if that floats away, that'll get caught in the air conditioning unit, all that stuff, and it'll get people's eyes and all that stuff, everything like that. So salt and pepper, it's made into a fluid sauce. So instead of reaching for the salt shaker or the pepper shaker, you're reaching for like packets. I think it was like a ketchup dispenser looking thing you see at like a restaurant. You'd squeeze out some liquid salt and liquid pepper, and there you go. It's just gelatinous salt and pepper on your meal. Last thing I have here, when you're in microgravity for that long, like usually more than a few months, your nose gets very congested just because of the flow of mucus and everything. It gets all clogged up in there. It can't just flow down. You're very congested, and when you're congested, you tend to lose your sense of taste a lot because it's all blocked up. The taste, what is it? The smell can't go up to your nose, and that's a big part of how we taste stuff. So these astronauts were finding that the food being sent to them tasted really bland up in space. They need something like, they need the fucking flavor blasted version of whatever they're preparing. So as a result, there were certain food items that were highly sought after because they packed a little more of a punch than the rest. One item in particular was incredibly popular. It was the shrimp cocktail. I'm assuming it was like just a bag of shrimp cocktail, whatever you just drink out of or something. I don't know. It was so spicy that it would clear your sinuses and then you would taste everything. They were like so popular. They're still fine on every ISS resupply mission. There was one astronaut who requested shrimp cocktails for every meal when they were on the ISS for 6 months. That's 3 times a day. They knew, like, I want the shrimp cocktail because then I'll be able to taste everything else. And they were like, well, sure, I guess you could have that. I mean, you're the one going to space, so that's all I got.
Ideal's Astrobase and Colonel Macaulay's space helmet are the greatest way to play outer space.
Let's see here. Oh, the comic's done. Thank you for stalling. Oh man, I can't believe they bought it for $4.99. I just made that shit up. It's all bullshit. Space isn't even real. All right, here we go. This is another Finley and Commander comic from our very own $4.99. Look, Finley, an unexplored gas giant in an uninhabited planetary system. Recorded in our logs. Hold on, Commander. We got an unidentified object ahead of us. Unidentified object. This can only mean one thing. Why? It means... You were saying, sir? Oh, man. Now, that looks to me a whole lot like one Jebediah Kerman from the hit video game Kerbal Space Program. Just, oh, what is that rocket? What the, like, hey, how's it going? Woo! The bit of scrap metal holding the pieces together. Once again, $4.99. You have knocked it out of the park. So now, oh man, does this mean that... One second, I'll find it. Oh my god, where is it? Oh, where did I... Did I delete it? That can't be right. Well, at some point I drew Burning Up in Jules' Atmosphere. So is that a continuation of Wait, I had it? Shh, fucking... It's not that one, not that one, not that one, not... That one. Oh my god. Here it is. That comic is a prequel to this drawing, perhaps. He's like, oh, see you guys later, man, the Jewel. I got all this ice cream. Woo! No more ice cream. Man. Alright, well, you know the rules for $4.99. It goes up there.
Inhabitants of Pluturnus!
The starship Honeycomb!
Our cereal is bigger than yours!
Impossible as they...
So, let's go over what we've done. Let's check out what we've done, guys. So we start off with Van Helsing and the 2002 Acura Integra or whatever. I don't like this one. This is Draco Malfoy and Joffrey Baratheon. I don't know.
Tell me, which do you favor? Your fingers or your tongue?
Your Grace?
We got Snorlax and a Torterra holding hands. And then Roger... What is this one? What is... Shit. This is Randy Jade from the game Dial Town. We've got a very fluffy cat, and last but not least, the witch with pom-poms and a pumpkin freaking out over the pom-poms because, you know, they're both round objects. But only one is sentient. I'll let you decide which one's which. Oh, yes, a second comic from $4.99, completed during the entirety of the stream, I might add. A breakneck work ethic. A full 6 panels, man. Holy shit. You're not fucking around $4.99. Still the only official Finley and Commander fan art. There are no other forgeries of these characters. Okay, I want to make that clear. Too many of you fuckers out there who think you can come up with your own just garbage. Ugh. The mice. Hi, mice. How you doing in there?
I'm exhausted. My wife and I can't sleep because you keep talking. Just end the stream.
End the stream?
If you're not going to end it, at least show some more Finley and Commander kissing.
Or Finley and Commander kiss. Oh, no, I don't want to. Just go back to bed.
We're so tired. Just
I
end it,
don't know
please.
what they're doing, but that's it. Goodbye. You step away from a live stream for 2 minutes and life's just over, you know?